It is Tuesday, the 16th of April, and you are listening to the English broadcast of Workers Connect Radio. We'll begin with the headlines. Labour Ministry issues advisory to states to mitigate effects of high temperatures on workers. 2 workers killed and another injured at ArcelorMittal steel plant in Gujarat's Surat. Madras High Court slams electricity supply company Tangedco upholds compensation to the kin of deceased contract worker. Fight for secure work and living wages gets a push in Canada as House of Commons adopts a Sustainable Jobs Act. And company which supplied sportswear to leading brands sued for wage theft in the United States of America. Now news in detail. Following the seasonal outlook by the Indian Meteorological Department for above normal maximum temperatures during April to June, the Labour Ministry on 12th of April 2024 directed states to put in place effective measures to minimize the impact of heat wave on factories and mine workers, construction workers and brick kiln workers across the country. The communication has suggested rescheduling of work hours for workers in different sectors, regulating piece rate and requirement for undertaking physical work during summers, ensuring adequate drinking water facilities, providing for emergency ice packs and heat illness prevention material, and ensuring regular health checkup for the workers. For mine workers, the ministry has additionally advised to reschedule rest time to avoid work during extremely high temperatures and assign a 2-person crew to perform work during extremely hot temperatures. 2 workers were killed when a steel column on which they were working on collapsed at ArcelorMittal and Nippon Steel's plant in Gujarat's Hajra area of Surat district. The accident occurred when the work on alignment at a height was being carried out and the steel column collapsed, suddenly leading to the fall of workers from a height of around 100 feet. The deceased Charanjit Singh, aged 37 years, and 35-year-old Gurvinder Singh have been identified as natives of Punjab. Another worker, Arvind Rajbhar, aged 30 years, suffered serious injuries and is currently undergoing treatment. Madras High Court has upheld the award of compensation to the tune of Rs 4,19,000 to the family members of a Tangedco contractual employee. Nachimuthu, who was an assistant on contract in Tangedco, died on 16th of April 2012 due to electrocution while attending to a repair in a transformer in Dindigul district of Tamil Nadu. The Deputy Commissioner of Labour had awarded the compensation to the family after considering the rate of minimum wages set for helpers in the year 2016, as Tangedco did not provide any wage slips stating that the deceased was a contract worker and therefore not entitled to any compensation. In the current matter, Justice R. Vijay Kumar upheld the award and held Tangedco liable as the principal employer of the contract worker. Moving on to international news, the first news is from Canada, where Bill C-50 or Sustainable Jobs Act was finally passed by the House of Commons after a 12-hour-long voting marathon triggered by more than 100 amendments suggested by parliamentarians. Unions and workers are elated that their advocacy has finally yielded results. Introduced in June 2023, the bill will create a framework for ensuring a fair transition for workers as the Canadian economy shifts to net zero. It would create a council of stakeholders which will include members from Indigenous peoples and trade unions to ensure that new jobs are created with good pay and benefits. The last update is from the United States of America, where Wisconsin State has dragged Crushing It Promotions LLC to court for wage theft and failing to comply with the order of the National Labor Relations Board. Crushing It Promotions LLC is a manufacturer which supplies to major sporting brands. In 2023, the Department of Workforce Development had initiated an inquiry against the company for firing workers for joining the International Union of Painters and Allied Trades and not paying them mandated wages. The NLRB has found the company guilty of all charges and ordered immediate reinstatement of workers and payment of back wages with fines. The company not only refused to pay the workers, it created dubious companies and showed sale of shares to evade complying to the order. That is all in this bulletin. We'll be back next week with the latest updates from the world of work.